दर्शकवृन्द नमस्कार। सेतो पार्टीको यो ग्लोबल टकमा यहाँलाई हार्दिक स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु। यो कार्यक्रममा आज हामी तपाईलाई प्रस्तुत गर्दैछौँ एकजना बौद्ध धर्मगुरु ग्याल्मा धोकम्पा रिम्पोचेसँग उहाँको अमेरिकाको भ्रमण, नेपालको भूकम्प प्रभावित क्षेत्रमा गर्नुभएको वाक फर नेपाल यो मुभमेन्टको विषयमा हामी उहाँसँग कुराकानी गर्नेछौँ र यस्तै बुद्ध धर्मको दर्शनको विषयमा हामी आज कुराकानी गर्नेछौँ। आउनुहोस् आजका अतिथि रिम्पोचेलाई स्वागत गरौँ। रिम्पोचे नमस्कार।
नमस्कार।
स्वागत छ तपाईलाई ग्लोबल टकमा। कस्तो हुनुहुन्छ?
राम्रो छ।
तपाईलाई अमेरिकामा भेट्न पाइयो, यहाँको भ्रमणको विषयमा तपाईले हामीलाई के बताइदिनुहुन्छ?
म यहाँ आउनुको विषयमा एउटा चाहिँ नेपालको यहाँ हिमालयन कम्युनिटीबाट नरले के भन्छ एउटा धर्म कार्यक्रम राखेको छ। अर्को चाहिँ यहाँ हाम्रो यहाँ लिभ टु लभ इन्टरनेसनल र वाटर किपर एलायन्स र यहाँको हिमालयन इनिसिएटिभ पनि हिमालयनको किनभने हिमालयनको रिभर्स इज सोर्स अफ वाटर फर मोर देन 500 million people. So उनीहरूको लागि हिमालयको माउन्टेन एन्ड स्प्रिङ्स टु इम्पोर्टेन्ट टु किप क्लिन. So we have launched this Himalayan Save the Himalaya, Keeping Himalaya Clean. So that was one. And then the last one is last but most important is next on the April 24th. I think it's the and Nepal's 25th is the anniversary of Nepal's earthquake, which killed more than I think 7,000 people. Left 1 million people homeless. So we want to organize walk to remember Nepal in order to introduce this idea. So these are the main reasons why I'm here.
सुरुमा यो जुन तपाईको यो बौद्ध धर्म, यो धर्मको विश्वास अथवा यो धेरै किसिमको धर्महरू छन्, के हो यसको खास मेन चाहिँ यसको फिचर, यसको
according to your action there is a result. For example, if you take care of the environment, there is no pollution in your country, the health is good. In your family, if you are caring, there is respect and harmony in your family. So in the Buddhism, the most important is karma. What action do you do? An action which comes from the compassion is a good action. The action which comes from the negative emotion is called negative action. So that is why in Buddhism, in order to change the world, we have to go out and make a difference. So that's why karma or the karma, I think this action is the most important part of Buddhism.
5 वर्षमा तपाईलाई कसले त्यस्तो टिच गर्यो अथवा कसरी तपाईलाई एकासी त्यस्तो खालको एउटा
actually my from young my mother used to my mother and my grandmother used to teach me a lot about we say karam, राम्रो कर्मले फल राम्रो हुन्छ, नराम्रो कर्मले फल नराम्रो हुन्छ. So that was in my head from young age. So that is why even young age we used to try our best not to kill insect, because as we say that is a bad karma. Insect also want happiness the way you don't want. So we try to, this is something that ingrained in us. But I must tell very truly that until I think we are like 18, 19, Buddhism was more like tradition to me than meaning something. But only after you are 18, 19, then you begin to understand this ashanti. You cannot be happy anywhere. If the mind is manj ashanti solving, office ma vayo bani, passion solving, chaina wherever, man ma shanti chaina bani, khushi chaina. How manj shanti kasari aunu parcha? How do you make the mind calm? That is where the Buddhism comes. Buddhism teach how to make the mind calm. Your Nepalko favorite songs on Phulko Ankama, Phule Sansana, no, Anichwenko. That is exactly. But to appreciate my favorite song.
भेट भएको छैन त?
No, I have not that. but I appreciate her song.
यसको केही छ जस्तै बुद्ध धर्ममा अलि बढी चीजहरु केही छ अथवा अर्को धर्ममा क्रिश्चियनिटीमा अलि बढी केही छ
अब बढी चीज भन्ने चाहिँ म भन्न सक्दैन किनभने मेरो यो विश्वास हो कि सबै धर्ममा राम्रो छ सबै धर्ममा भन्छ मान्छे सबैले राम्रो गर्नु नराम्रो नगर्नु त्यही I think there's a good and speciality in all the religions. I don't think that we ordinary people, when we are saying, this God is bad, this is good, I think we are trying to judge something which we have no idea about. Because religion and the God is something like a space across, and we are very small, yet we try to, say good, bad. I think we are doing a guess, which is, I think, very wrong. So I respect all the religion, as long as that religion does not say kill, harm others, then I don't respect. Otherwise, I respect every religion. And in terms of Buddhism being a little bit different, there's one difference. Buddhism says that if whatever is happening in this world, don't complain to Buddha. If there's a, for example, now the world is known as we are a very polluted world. In the world compared to 50 years ago, our rivers are polluted, oceans are polluted. Whether it is in New York, whether it's in Kathmandu, pollution is there. In New York, maybe it's not so well shown. So this pollution we cannot say is because of Buddha, because of Bhagwan. We have to say because of human being. And why because of human beings' desire. So Buddhism very much say don't blame God, don't blame Buddha, blame yourself, change yourself. So that is, I think, little bit, we believe more in that we are responsible for our actions and our future. So, not so much believe in a destiny. So that is little bit speciality about Buddhism, I think.
तपाईले विशेष गरी के कुरामा फोकस गर्नुहुन्छ तपाईले आफूले टिचिङ गर्दाखेरि
विशेष कुरा चाहिँ म यो भन्छु मान्छेको सबै सुख दुःखहरू आफ्नोबाट आउँछ कसले तपाईले दुःख दिन सक्दैन जस्तो आफूले दुःख दिन सक्छ सुख पनि मान्छेले अर्को other people can create condition for you to be happy. For example, your family has prepared a nice dinner for you, they say hello to you, have a nice home. So that is a condition for us to be happy. But whether we are happy with that or not is dependent on whether we appreciate that, whether we appreciate each food, whether we appreciate our family, our home, or we say, no, I have nothing, I want more, I need more. So the main thing that I want to say to people is that whether it is the world, whether it's your life, the happiness and the suffering, the really is come from ourselves, our mind, our actions. So if you want to change the world, you have to change yourself. So I believe in the world that says inner peace, outer peace comes from the world, peace comes from the inner peace. This is my main message wherever I go.
मैले तपाईको पुस्तक पाएँ. Thank you very much for giving. यसमा चाहिँ यो रेस्टफुल माइन्ड भन्ने एउटा टाइटल छ बुकको, The New Way of Thinking, The New Way of Life. Could you little bit describe, explain?
Yes, this is actually has the main essence of this book is actually in, I think, a few points. The first point is that nothing in this world can take away your unhappiness. Nobody can take away your suffering, because the happiness and suffering is something that very much to do with the mind, your own mind. So if you do not understand your mind, nobody can say, tomorrow you must be happy. No, nobody can say. Nobody can say if you are in America, you must be happy. There are many people in America also very unhappy. Many people in Nepal also very happy. In Nagaon. So that is the first thing, that only you can make yourself happy or unhappy. And the second thing that we will talk about this is that everything in this world is very much interdependent. So that means that we can change our life, change our world. For example, like what do you call it? It is not something that happened without reason. It happened because of many reasons, many cause conditions. So that means we can change the environment. For example, future of the world also. And lastly, I think the message of this book is that happiness and suffering is idea. It's not a real. That is why everybody has a different idea of happiness, and accordingly different idea of suffering. There is no such a thing as happiness and suffering that is, it's like something that is real, something that everybody can see, you can feel. There is no. So that is why it is to understand that even happiness and suffering is in our mind. So some people like coffee, they are very happy. Some people like tea. Some people from Kathmandu coming to New York. Some New Yorkers are going on a tourist visa to Kathmandu and they feel very happy. So happiness is very much a mind thing. So this is the main message of this book.
भनेपछि ह्याप्पिनेस खुसी भन्ने कुरा कुनै ठाउँ विशेषले फरक पर्दैन। त्यो नेपालमा पनि मान्छे खुसी हुन सक्छ, उ अमेरिकामा आएर पनि दुःखी हुन सक्छ, तर धेरै मान्छेहरू खुसीको लागि, आनन्दीको लागि अथवा रिचको लागि अमेरिका आइरहेका छन् अथवा गाउँको मान्छे काठमाडौँमा आइरहेका छन्। मैले तपाईको विषयमा सुन्दाखेरि तपाई नेपालमा गएको अर्थक्वेकको केही प्रभावित क्षेत्रहरूमा एउटा शान्ति पदयात्राको रूपमा जानु भएको थियो। के गर्नु भएको थियो?
When the earthquake happened, we went to our monasteries, nuns especially, our Kung Fu nuns. They went to many zillas, many areas. We gave food and everything. So in a way, we did help. And anyway, as a Buddhist, every day when we do prayer, we are doing prayer, May all the sentient beings be happy. May we be able to take away suffering. So when the people are going through suffering in front of our eyes, how can we just stay in our temple? Even though our temple is also damaged, but how can we stay in temple, and say, may everybody be happy and don't do anything when people are suffering in front of your eyes. So we did do that. But at the same time, what I realized was that after 4-5 months, the world, even the government, I think maybe NGOs, they are forgetting about the people who are suffering. Because when earthquake happened, it was a big news. But after a few months, so many other things happened. It doesn't even come out in newspaper. But when you really go, 1 million people in Nepal, even now, as we are talking, are homeless. How many temple, mandirs are damaged? How many schools are damaged? Students are studying in temporary shelter. The world was forgetting. So that is why I wanted to organize this walk in Nepal first, to make international people, Nepal government people, remember what people are going through. So that is why, that was one reason. And then the second reason was that many people have lost their family. For example, in Barua alone, 80 people were died. And many of them are, I think, many of them, temple are also destroyed. So when we went there and did a prayer for them, I think they feel kind of a shanti in their mind for the Lord. And of course we gave some financial help to, I think, over 50 schools and monasteries, in the Sindhu-Palchuk area we did. But the most important, I think, for me was to raise awareness of the Nepal situation, that people should not forget.
मैले सुनेको भगवान जुनको तपाईहरु एउटा हुनुपर्छ, भगवानलाई दुःख पर्दैन भन्ने कुराहरु हामीले सुनेको, तर त्यो गुम्बामा अथवा गुम्बाको अनुयायी तपाईहरुको उसमा पनि आखिर त्यस्तो दुःख पीडाहरु हुने रहेछ है?
I think that dukkha, pira is something to do with the mind. It's not something to do with your house. For example, when our monastery was damaged by earthquake, we asked many of our nuns, we asked them to go back to their home. some are from India, some are from Ladakh, many are from Nepal. So we said, maybe you want to go back to your village. And they said no. They said that that we are, when we want to stay, and we are very happy to stay and do something with to help the community. For us, this is actually like a golden opportunity to practice Dharma. So in a way, for them, even though they are staying in a tent, normally speaking, you have your own monasteries damaged. Why should you help others? You should help your own first. But for us, the reason why we're in the Buddha Dharma is help, and for this time, it's an opportunity to make our life meaningful. So I think that I am quite confident that even though our house, temple are damaged, we are okay, because nobody died. We had like 500 nuns, not a single person died. Monastery is damaged. So we are okay. We didn't, our home is there. We are staying in a tent. It's okay. We are okay, because anyway, one day we have to leave behind the monastery and go one day from this world. I think what is important is that we could do so much, to help others. So I will say, pira and so I think not much actually. Actually, we are thinking, this is not important.
जस्तै अन्तिममा जस्तो धर्मको नाममा बुद्ध अरू धर्म हिन्दू इस्लाम क्रिस्चियन विश्वमा एक खालको लडाइँहरू पनि भइरहेछ है, क्रिमिनल एक्टिभिटिजहरू पनि भइरहेछ। के भन्नुहुन्छ तपाईँ त्यो विषय?
So I think that is, Dharma and the Dharmic people are two different things. For example, when you say Nepal, you are talking about entire Nepal. As a Nepal as a country, Nepal as a thing. But you are saying Nepali, then you are talking about maybe individual person. You cannot say that one Nepali person is like a chore. They're like the Sapai Nepali chore. Cannot, because that is, I think, individual. So Dharma is the same thing. Buddha Dharma, when you are talking about a value, a way of thinking. But the people who are, in the Dharma, whether it's a Buddhism, whether it's a Christianity or Hinduism, also has different, but they do not follow the Dharma, even though they are called Dharma, then that is the individual's fault. I don't think it is what do you call it, the entire Buddha Dharma or Hindu Dharma or Christian Dharma. You cannot say that is, I think, individual's action.
अन्तमा तपाईलाई कि बाँकी कुराहरू केही छ जसले चाहिँ एउटा मेसेज अथवा सन्देश दिन सक्छ?
I think my main message is that basically I want to request everybody, especially I think the Himalayan community, to remember Nepal, because right now Nepal is going through a very difficult time. Even though earthquake is finished, when we went to Padayatra, many people, they told us, now we have no community hall. When somebody family died, we have no place to pray. We have no place to celebrate our marriage, our joy. So Nepal, 1 million people are homeless right now, and they are our brothers and sisters. So I think this is the time that we, as a Himalayan community or Nepal people or a Buddhist or human being, have to come together to make a difference at home. This is my request as a Buddhist, as a human being, as a Himalayan, as a having people who live in Nepal. This is my request. And by doing this, I think it will be a dharmic, and it will also make our life meaningful. Otherwise, if our life cannot make a difference in others, life there's not much meaning. Life is just, you just exist, that's it. There's no, meaning beyond existing. You exist, that's it. Do you benefit anyone? No one.
Could you tell me lastly, in the one sentence, what is life?
I think life should be when your existence makes a difference in the life of others. Then I think that is a meaningful life. Otherwise, life is just a life, that's it.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time, valuable time. दर्शकवृन्द, यहाँलाई पनि धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद आज कार्यक्रम हेर्दिनु भएकोमा। सेतोपाटी ग्लोबल टकको अर्को अङ्कमा हामी नयाँ अतिथिका साथ पुनः उपस्थित हुनेछौँ। त्यतिन्जेलसम्मका लागि प्राविधिक साथी सहदेव पौडेलका साथ म कार्यक्रम सञ्चालक होला आचार्य बिदा माग्छु। हस्त नमस्कार।